My name is Dr. B.C. Patel, retired research scientist and professor, Anand Agriculture University and Parul University, Anand, Gujarat, India, and at present I am residing at Edmonton, Canada. Today, the topic of my YouTube is soil health, the secret to higher crop yield. Good soil health means good human health. Soil is the base of farming. Too much fertilizer and water harmful to soil. Add organic matter to keep soil healthy. Soil health management. Organic matter stop the leaching of the chemical fertilizers, thereby improving fertilizer use efficiency. Microbes and small animals are nourished by the organic matter. Soil fertility is dependent on the physical, chemical, and biological properties of the soil. Recycling the carbon in the form of compost is the best sustainable way to maintain soil fertility. Sustainable soil management practices. Avoid soil compaction. Cover your crops. Rotate your crop means we have to follow the crop rotation. Minimum tillage operation. Manage soil nutrients. So if you are continuous tillage the land, then the soil structure has been deteriorated. So you know that by the research, zero tillage operation gives higher crop yield as compared to the frequent tillage operation. Then managed soil nutrient is very important because we should have to apply the balanced nutrition in the soil for the higher crop production and better soil health. There are 6 ways to improve managing soil health for higher crop production. So let us see first point, map and monitor soil nutrients. Soil analysis is the first step in soil management. It tells us the initial status of plant nutrients and accordingly plans for applying nutrient in the soil. Optimizing nutrient management helps farmers improve the economics and profitability of their cropping operation. Healthy soils are the basis for healthy food production. Soil quality is directly linked to food quality and quantity. So here in figure you can see that it is a plant and it requires major nutrient nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, secondary nutrient calcium, magnesium, sulfur, and it also requires the micronutrients like zinc, iron, copper, boron, molybdenum. So if any nutrients are deficient in soil, then crops yield has been affected. So before planting the crop, we should have to carry out the soil analysis on if whatever the nutrient deficient or marginal in soil, and as per the requirement of the crops to be grown, we should have to add the nutrient in soil through manures or fertilizers or in biological form. Why test soil health? The soil health testing, the basic parameter, soil pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, secondary nutrient, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, and micronutrient, zinc, iron, copper, boron, molybdenum, etc., and organic matter, and electric conductivity. The farmers are adopting intensive farming, use of high analysis fertilizers like urea, ammonium sulfate, DAP, single superphosphate, muriate of potash, and so on, and use of minimal quantity of organic matter, resulting in the soil showing the multi-nutrient deficiency. Therefore, there is a need to test the soil periodically because when there is a perennial crops or the farmer take the 2 to 3 crops in a year, then obviously plant uptake the nutrients. So that nutrient has been declined in soil mines. So we should have to take the test soil sample every year or every 2 years. And for that we have to use the scientific instrument, latest instrument, or you use the government laboratory. So they have the pH meter, EC meter, absorption spectrophotometer for micronutrient measurement. But you should have to remember that farmers should have to take the representative soil samples from the field, because 1 gram samples in laboratory they have carried out the analysis, and on the basis of that the whole your area they are the recommendation. So soil sampling is more important than the soil analysis. So you must have to take the representative soil samples, and for that I have prepared the separate YouTube how to take the soil sample for farmer field. So you can see my YouTube, but you must have to remember that representative soil sample is very important, because soil is a heterogeneous mass and it is not homogeneous mass. Suppose soil is homogeneous mass, then we require only one university in India. But at present, more than 75 agriculture university and more than 500 agriculture colleges. So on the worldwide, you can see the number of the university, because soil is a heterogeneous mass. So the soil also differ according to climatic condition, in tropical climate, temperate climate, humid climate, arid climate. So soil is very important and it is basis for the crop productivity. So crop rotation. So here you can see that legume crop provide feed and food crop. So here legume crops. Then legume crop improve soil fertility, because you are knowing that it fixes the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. So biological nitrogen has been fixed in soil. So legume crop lower carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxide emission. So contribute to carbon dioxide sequestration. So by making the crop rotation, you can improve the soil structure. So better structures, then we can save the costly chemical nitrogen fertilizer, because it fixes atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. So soil has been improved. So legume fix the atmospheric nitrogen released in the soil, high quality organic matter, and facilitate soil nutrient circulation and water retention. And third one is very important one, add soil organic matter to boost soil health. You know that in India, the organic carbon content 0.4 to 0.6%. So it is low to medium. And the main reasons that the young generation don't want to keep the animals. So in absence of the farmyard manure, the farmer cannot add the manure in soil, but they are mostly reliable on chemical fertilizers. So at present, the farmers are complaining that although they are apply the huge quantity of the chemical fertilizers, but they could not get the crop response. So the main reason is that due to excessive dose of chemical fertilizers, the microorganism has been killed in the soil. And you know that what is the role of the microorganism in soil? Whatever the unavailable nutrients present in soil, so that make available to the plant with the help of the microorganism. So at present the soil become dead, as I told that due to use of the huge quantity of the chemical fertilizers without soil testing. So the soil become dead, and with you know that the food of the microorganism is the organic matter. So at present the population of the microorganism in soil has been declined significantly. You know that when I was in childhood, then when I was studying in primary, then we noticed the earthworm on the road in monsoon season or in rainy season. But at present, we are not observed because we have killed the earthworm also. And I know that earthworm is the farmer's friend, but we have killed the friend also. So then, how we can expect the crop response from the soil, soil organic matter, and soil fertility? So soil fertility has direct relationship with organic matter. Crop needs nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and other nutrients for good growth and yield. Fertile soil holds and supplies nutrients to the crops. Adding organic matter keeps soil rich and healthy. When organic matter decomposes, it slowly releases nutrients for plants. So organic matter is very important, and when it decomposes, then it releases the nutrients, major, secondary, and micronutrients, as I stated earlier. Then plant will take that nutrients via root systems and supply to the plants. How to make the land more and more fertile? So first point, rational use of chemical fertilizer. Means first you have carried out the soil analysis, and as per the requirement of the plant to be grown and as per the soil nutrient status, you should have to apply nutrients in the soil. Then you have to follow the integrated nutrient management. Don't rely on chemical fertilizers, but you have to apply the organic manure also. Suppose you want to add the nitrogen, suppose 100 kg, then 50% applied to the chemical fertilizer, or and 25 to 50% applied to the organic manures like farmyard manure, compost or vermicompost, or you can carry out the green manuring crops, dhencha or sonam. So that can be added the nitrogen, another nutrient in soil, and it helps in improving the soil fertility. Second one, increase the amount of organic fertilizer input. So I told that don't rely on chemical fertilizer, but you should have to apply the 25 to 50% nutrient in form of organic, as I stated earlier, supplementation of beneficial bacteria. So you know that Azotobacter, Azospirillum, then Rhizobia for the legume or oilseed crops. Then when you can add in the soil, then it can help to increase the nutrient 20 to 25%. So you can save costly chemical fertilizers. And you know that chemical fertilizer is costly input or manure is also costly input. Then last one, fourth, increase the application of soil conditioner. So in soil conditioner at present you can add the biochar. So you know that I did the work in biochar in 2011 and in recently 2023. during Anand Agriculture University and Paru University respectively, and both the trials I have conducted on the corn or maize crops. So I got the significant crop response, and I found that application of biochar along with the chemical fertilizers or manure, you can increase significantly crop production of the maize crops or corn crops as compared to the alone chemical fertilizers or alone biochar or control plot. Fourth one is very important. Include micronutrient in soil fertilization plant to avoid deficiency. You know that major nutrients requirement more quantity for the plants. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Secondary nutrient calcium, magnesium and sulfur requirement lesser than major nutrient but greater than micronutrient. And third category micronutrient zinc, iron, copper, boron, molybdenum. So their requirement is lesser than secondary nutrient and primary nutrient. But in absence of the any micronutrient, you drastically reduction of the crop production. So micronutrient, each micronutrient has the importance for the increasing the crop productivity. So here you can see that why are the multi-nutrient deficiency observed in Indian soil. The main reason is the application of imbalanced fertilizer in soil without knowing the initial nutrient status in the soil. So you know that at present we are observing the multi-nutrient deficiency in soil. Either your soil in 2004-25 we were carried out, then you observe deficiency of the phosphorus or potassium or sulfur or zinc or iron. So in 1960-56 you can see here we observe only 1956 only nitrogen deficiency. Then food deficiency increase, but at present we are observing the multi-nutrient deficiency. And the main reason, the farmers are not bother the chemical analysis or the soil testing, and they are applying the nutrient in soil as per his wish or the advice of the fertilizer merchant, because they have intention to sell their fertilizers. They have no bother whether the nutrients are imbalanced in soil, because they want to earn the money. Then without carried out the chemical soil analysis. So if the farmers are not knowing in their soil which nutrient are deficient, then without knowing the knowledge of the particular nutrient deficiency or medium or high, then farmers are adding the nutrient in soil. So resulted in, you know that nutrient have the synergistic and antagonistic effect among themselves. So I will give one example. Suppose your soil is high in phosphorus, and as per the state agriculture university, you are applying the suppose 50 kg phosphorus in soil through the DAP or single super phosphate, and your soil is rich in phosphorus, but you have not carried out, so you are not knowing. Then you are apply the phosphorus fertilizer in that soil, then you know that there is an antagonistic effect between phosphorus and zinc or iron or manganese. So the soil status has the high phosphorus status. Again, you have applied the 50 kg phosphorus in soil per hectare. So whatever the native nutrient present, zinc or iron, it is not available to the plant. So result led you notice the zinc and iron deficiency in soil, and you lose 25 to 35% crop productivity. You are not losing the only 25 to 35% crop yield, but you are losing the cost of 50 kg phosphorus per hectare DAP, either you have applied DAP or single super phosphate, because you have purchased that fertilizer from the market and you have to pay the money. Therefore, I am frequently request to the farmer that when you grow the crops, then you carry out the soil analysis, and as per the nutrient status, you can plan to add the nutrient in soil, and as per the requirement of the crops, you can add the nutrient in soil through manures, chemical fertilizers, and biofertilizers. So you will get definitely higher crop production. As I have the 50 years experience in agriculture field, so it is a continuous importance of micronutrient crop production. So plant needs small amount of micronutrient for healthy growth. It requires, suppose there is a zinc deficiency, then you have to apply 25 kg zinc sulfate per hectare. So for 1 acre, you have to apply 10 kg. Suppose your soil is deficient in iron, then you have to apply 50 kg ferrous sulfate per hectare. But for 1 acre, you have to apply 20 kg per acre. Similarly, for manganese, you have to apply manganese deficiency, then you have to apply 40 kg manganese sulfate, and for acre, you have to apply 12 kg. Then they help increase crop yield and quality. So although their requirement in grams per hectare, but it is very important related for the crop yield and quality. Then balance use of all the nutrient keeps soil and plant healthy. You know that for the human health and for animal health, we are taking the balanced food and we are remaining healthy. But we are not bothered for the soil, because soil cannot speak. But we want money from the soil in the form of the crop production, vegetable, horticulture crop, and so on. Then good crops mean better food and animal health. So you know that if your health is better, then crop health is better. When crop health is better, then human health and animal health is better. So there is a relationship with soil, plant, human, and animals. So all are related with the healthy soils. So here you can see that zinc deficiency in rice crop, paddy crops. So धान में zinc की कमी, you can see here. So for that you have to apply the 10 kg zinc sulfate per acre. For hectare, 25 kg zinc sulfate per hectare. Here you can see the iron deficiency in rice crop or paddy crop. So here in the iron deficiency, it is a typical deficiency, and you can observe on top leaves. So it is a corn crop, meaning maize crop. So here you can see the interveinal chlorosis. You will observe the vein remain green, but other portion become the chlorotic yellow. So I did my PhD in iron chlorosis in acid lime, main Kaggi lime. So here you can see that manganese deficiency symptoms in corn means maize crops, left side, and in right side it is a wheat crops. So manganese deficiency, then you have to apply 40 kg manganese sulfate per hectare. Then copper deficiency in rice crops. Here copper deficiency in wheat crop. Then diagnosis copper deficiency in oat crop. It is a fodder crop. Then fifth one, use fertilizers wisely by assessing their quality. So using good quality organic fertilizers in the field. You know that we have to purchase well decomposed farmyard manure from the other farmers or Gausala because quality is very important. Otherwise, there is a 30 to 50% soil mix in farmyard manure, and we are paid the money of the soil. And when it is not well decomposed, then weed seeds are live. And when you add the farmyard manure in soil, then there is a population of the weed growth, and you require more labor to remove the weeds. So you have to purchase the well decomposed organic manure so weed seeds can die and it cannot again germinate. Then second point, use chemical fertilizer manufactured by the standard chemical fertilizer factories like GSFC, JNFC or IPCO. Because at present, you know that people want to make the money more and more, but and they are not maintain the standards. So at present we are see the standard chemical fertilizer factory and we have to purchase from them. And it is a very important point. Apply balanced fertilizers in soil to take up balanced nutrient by the plant for healthy growth and higher crop production and soil sustainability. Here I have depicted the pictures of the lady walking on the ropes. If she could not balance, then she fell down and she injured. So similarly, if we are not apply the balanced nutrition in soil, then we can obtain low crop production as well as we are deteriorate the soil health also. So here I have given one example. Application of balanced fertilizer based on the actual limitation of nutrient in soil is very crucial to increase crop production and productivity. So you know that I told that nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium is a primary nutrient and the plant require the ideal ratio is 2:1:1. So 2 nitrogen, 1 phosphorus, 1 potassium. So here you can see that in the last one that they have maintained the nearby the ratio and obtained the higher rice yield, grain yield. Here the ratio is 5 to 5, 1 and 2.7. So here phosphorus is not maintained and nitrogen they have applied greater. But here they have given more nitrogen, then yield has been declined as compared to the lower application of the nitrogen fertilizer, then you get the higher grain yield of the rice. So farmer assume that when they have more nitrogen fertilizer, then they get the more crop yield. So it is wrong. Here you can see that here they have applied in first case, in first bar, there is low yield, although they applied the higher nitrogen. But they apply the lesser phosphorus and potassium. So there is an imbalance of the nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. You know that then I will give second example. Suppose we are not taking the balanced nutrition for our human body, then what happens? We have the deficiency of the iron or zinc or even high sugar. So we go to the doctor, then doctor will examine the bloods, urine. etc. BP. Then on the basis of the results, doctor will advise, suppose you are the diabetes patient, then told that don't take the sugar. Then suppose iron deficiency, then doctor told that you have to take the iron tablets. Then we are purchasing the medicine from the medical stores and we are important. So our health is important, but we are not bothered for the soil health. And we have to earn more and we expect more money from the soil, but we are not bothered the soil health. Therefore, in present condition, we are obtaining the low crop productivity. And although the farmers are complaining that they are applying a huge quantity of the chemical fertilizers, but they are not get the response. So there are many reasons as I have discussed in this YouTube. Fertilizers use and its impacts. Using too much or unbalanced fertilizer harms soil and water. So we have to use the balanced fertilizer. Then there is no any harmful effect to soil and water. So you have to soil testing and then apply the nutrient in soil as per soil test value. Suppose the human being is weak or sick, then that person not directly reach to the medical store and purchase the medicine and they eat, but they reach to the human doctor, and doctor also take the samples, bloods, and carried out the soil test, a little testing report, and then he write the prescription. So similarly, for the soil health, soil testing and water testing is very important. Then it reduces fertilizer efficiency and pollute the environment. So suppose you are applying excessive dose of the chemical fertilizers, then it pollute the environment. And you heard that in Punjab and Haryana, they use the huge quantity of the chemical fertilizers in rice and wheat and other crops. So they have the problem of the cancer. And you know that every day one train from Haryana, Ludhiana to Rajasthan, Jodhpur for the treatment. So it not only deteriorate the health of the human health, but it also pollute the greenhouse gases like nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, monoxide, and so on. Then excess fertilizer can spoil soil health and affect human health. So I told that earlier that the plant health, soil health also affect the human health. Use fertilizer wisely and in balanced amount for safe farming. So balanced nutrition, I repeated many times, balanced nutrition or balanced fertilizer is very important for the higher crop productivity and sustainable crop production, not for present condition, for future generation also. Important of balanced supply of fertilizer to soil. So balanced fertilizers provide key nutrient in the right amount. It supports healthy crop growth and higher. So here you can see that the balanced nutrition has been supplied, then you will find the healthy crop growth. And when you consume the healthy crop, means in the form of their grain, fruit, vegetables, then you remain the healthy. So there is a direct relation with the soil health, plant health, human health, and animal health. Then last one, include alternative source of nutrient such as biofertilizer use fertilizer. So type of fertilizers: rhizobium for the legume crops, azotobacter, azospirillum for the cereal crop, then phosphate soluble bacteria. So what is the role of the phosphate soluble bacteria? Whatever the phosphorus present in the soil, but when you are adding the phosphate soluble bacteria, then phosphorus is more available to the plant, and you have to require to add phosphatic fertilizer in soil like DAP or single super phosphate. So you save the money and you earn more money because you reduce the cost of the input and your farming is profitable. Then mycorrhiza. So you can see that I told that the azotobacter, azosporium, we have conducted the trials on fodder crop, rice crop, wheat crops, and we are getting the positive response of the azotobacter and azosporium. And we are also getting the response of the rhizobium to the lucerne alfalfa crop, cowpea, soybean. Then last slide. Looking to improve soil health for higher crop yield or need expert consultancy. So contact myself, Dr. P.C. Patel, retired research scientist, Anand Agriculture University, Anand, Gujarat, India. And I told that I am at present residing at Edmonton, Canada. My phone number, it is WhatsApp number +91 99 090 22 116. My email patelpc12@gmail.com. It is my LinkedIn link. Then I have YouTube channel, more than 500 YouTube I have published, and mostly are on the soil health, then bio-CNG, biopellet, how to maintain soil health, then requirement of the major, secondary and micronutrients. So mostly related, then biochar also we have included. Then reclamation of the problematic soil at present, saline soil and alkaline soil. So mostly I have covered that point. So it is a web YouTube channel link. Then I have also prepared the website on soil health. So it includes oil health, bio-CNG, super napier, biochar, and more explore service. So it is a I have also prepared the YouTube of my website. Then I have put up in GoDaddy site. So when you put it, then you will find my website. So then if you don't use the YouTube channel link, then directly you can QR code. Then you can then find my YouTube. So I request to all the farmers and those who are in my YouTubes. So I request them, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it is my QR code of my YouTube channel. So thank you very much for giving the patience and attention.